Many of you may not know, but Andrew Tate is on the carnivore diet. He's one of the most famous men in the world, and he's hated by and loved by many, many people. Whether you like him or not, you cannot deny his incredible success and his energy, his work drive, and his passion. I think a lot of this can be attributed to the carnivore diet, so let's see what he has to say about it.
A friend of mine, a kickboxer, started it and said, Andrew, you have to try this. It's changed my entire world, and it's the carnivore diet.
Yeah, you get that a lot. A lot of people tell their friends and family about it because the anecdotal evidence is just out of this world, but let's continue.
It's basically living on 85 to 90% of what you eat has to be meat.
Yeah.
100 calories per day.
Few carbs?
A little bit. You can like have a fry or fuck around with it, but
try not to
in
though,
general,
but
it's
yeah.
all meat. No rice, no pasta, no big plates of chips or any carbs like that, just meat. And you can eat as much meat as you want until you're full.
So tell
Yeah, I'm good. He gets it. He gets it. He knows what he's talking about.
me about your energy level with this diet.
Yeah, so two things changed. One, the first thing that changed is I started losing body fat. And the reason I was losing body fat is when you eat only meat diet, the first few days you're quite hungry because you have like this carbohydrate hunger. And once you get past that and your body changes, there's a whole bunch of science behind it that's boring, but
Ketosis.
yeah, your body doesn't burn glucose anymore, it burns ketones.
Exactly.
Yeah, so your body changes its actual energy source from carbohydrates or glucose in the form of the blood to now ketones, or other known as fat. So a lot of people actually get really good weight loss in this because your body is actually in a metabolic state where it burns fat for fuel, and you're not eating any carbs. So instead of having to go through carbs and fats and proteins, you can just skip the carbs and burn what's actually in your body, your own fat stores.
So I started losing body fat. Like I was always in good shape.
Mm-hmm.
I was always like Hercules, you know.
Right.
But now I started to really, like, my six pack really came out, and I was like, this is crazy. And the reason is, when you're eating only meat, you don't actually need that much food, so you're losing body fat.
Yeah, true. It's because the meat and the fat is so satiating that it can just keep you full all day. That's something that I've noticed, so many people have noticed, and let's see what else he's got to say.
Because you're dieting without trying. So when I was eating normal food, I'd eat 3 or 4 times a day, sometimes, and snacks.
100%.
When I'm eating only meat, I'll eat a big lunch of steak, a big dinner of steak, no breakfast, no snacks, and I am full. There's like no room for anything else. It's weird. So the first thing that happens is you eat a lot less, so you lose weight. And secondly is the way I feel is completely different.
You actually have more energy.
More energy. You know when you eat lots of food and you get that tired, lethargic, I want to lay down.
Because of the insulin.
That's all carbohydrates. That's all carbohydrates. And also,
Yeah, so when you eat carbohydrates, it actually spikes your insulin, and you get these energy highs and lows, and then after you get that spike, it crashes and it makes you just feel terrible. So that's why a lot of people have really inconsistent energy levels. But what Andrew said is that because he's not eating many carbs, he becomes insulin sensitive and he's not spiking his insulin whatsoever. So his energy is just so consistent and stable. So yeah.
also, anyone here who suffers with depression, or anyone here who feels angry some days, or brain fog. Have you ever had those days where your brain feels like it's fog? You're not thinking clearly. You're not sharp. You know,
That's so true. I've struggled with depression a lot, and the carnivore diet, it's like, call me crazy and maybe you say I never had it, but I swear it's impossible to be depressed. I'm not even over exaggerating. I wasn't any depressants diagnosed with it all. And maybe that's another one of the big reasons that Andrew Tate doesn't really believe in depression. Like, I still think it's real to be depressed, but he doesn't really say he gets depressed, or he doesn't believe that it's like this thing that comes from the sky. And I think that could actually be because of the carnivore diet, because it's actually quite hard to be stuck in that depressive state. While you still can feel it, it's hard to stay in that state in the diet. And with the brain fog, let's see what he's got to say, because that has been a life changer for me. And yeah.
all carbohydrates. When you remove carbohydrates, all of that goes away. I used to have really bad brain fog, and I know this because I play chess every day. I play 1 or 2 hours a day of chess.
Wow.
My father was a grandmaster. I play online, and some days I just wouldn't fucking see. I'd lose games, I'd just lose all day.
You couldn't focus.
I was trying to focus, but I just couldn't see clearly.
Yeah, the carbs cause inflammation to your brain, and it just, I don't know, I feel like our brains just run better on ketones, using fat and when you're in a state of ketosis as energy. It's quite interesting he's noticed that, because he seems to play a lot of chess and pretty high functioning individual. So I think that a lot of that is actually attributed to the carnivore diet and being in a state of ketosis, which is interesting.
clearly. I just couldn't see things. So some days my brain just wasn't firing properly, but when I changed to this diet, it's completely different.
With less carbs.
With the less carbs you eat, the better. If you really want a piece of bread, have a piece of bread. But the idea is the less carbs, the better. And then what you do is you eat lots of fatty meat, because the fat in the meat has all the vitamins.
He knows what he's talking about.
So you can actually change to 100% meat. You don't need fruit, vegetables, bread. You can go completely meat. If you eat fatty meat, the fat's going to have all the vitamins you need. So I eat lots of fatty meat.
I'm really glad, although he's not obviously, probably not too educated in nutrition and he hasn't done his own research that much, I'm really glad that he actually knows what he's talking about. Well, he knows more than majority of people, I guess, because, I don't know, you get a lot of people coming to you and saying, oh, where do you get your vitamins from? But it's all in the meat. You get everything you need. There's no need for fruits and vegetables. So, yeah, I'm really glad that Andrew knows what he's talking about.
Eat lots of fatty steak, a little bit of salad, and that's it. And
preferably not the salad, but yeah, I'll go into that in different videos.
It's changed my worldview, man. It's changed everything about it. Now I'm eating like basically once a day.
So would you recommend this to somebody?
Everybody.
Yeah, I think it's really changed my worldview as well and a lot of other people's worldview, because we've always been told to, eat our vegetables, eat our grains, we need carbohydrates, but it's all honestly just a lie. It's not entirely true, and I think, Andrew talks a lot about whether you like it or not, about, making decisions for yourself and escaping the matrix and, not listening to everything you're told, and I think when it comes to nutrition, he got it right in this regard. So yeah, respect for that.
To lose
everybody.
Really?
Everybody. Even if you don't want to lose weight, even if you just want to put muscle on.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't actually seen anyone who's literally gone worse in the carnivore diet. Like, everyone just gets better. It's crazy. It's just returning to a natural way of eating that we've done for millions of years. And as you can see, he's thriving on it. I mean, look at his success. Obviously, it's not just because of this, but it is the fuel he's putting into his body. So it does make a pretty big difference.
Even if you just want to feel more energetic, because what happens now, I'm at a point now, my body has shifted and changed. I genuinely eat once a day, and I am not hungry.
Same.
I'm not hungry. Once that change happens from glucose to ketones, you can have two steaks and you're fine 24 hours.
Yep.
It's weird.
That's so nice.
It's so weird. And another thing I've noticed is how much time it frees up, because I never cook at home ever.
Yeah?
So I used to go out,
so
get some breakfast, go out, get some lunch. So now I notice during the day, when you're not constantly eating all the time, how much more time you have. I know it sounds stupid, and I feel so much better.
Yeah.
I feel so much better,
Yeah.
so much more energetic, stronger, everything. I look better.
Yeah. You feel better.
And I feel better, which is the most important thing.
Yeah, that's the main thing, if you feel better. And I think that while you get all these other plethora of benefits in this diet, the main thing is that you feel better, your mental health gets better. And not only that, you lose weight, your skin gets better, you don't get sunburnt, your sleep gets better, everything just improves. And you could say it's a coincidence that one of the most famous men on the planet is on this diet, but I don't think so. I think that it's contributed to a lot of his success, and you see this similar trend in other people like Iman Gadzi and a lot of the other successful Bitcoin people. They're all on the carnivore diet, and I think it's because they understand that a lot of the stuff we've been told isn't actually necessarily true, and they understand the truth, and they've, I guess, breaking free of the matrix's lies in regards to nutrition. So yeah, it was quite a good video. Andrew had some good points there he knew he was talking about, and I mean, comment below what your thoughts are on Andrew Tate. I'm not going to comment on it because I know there's a lot of people who hate him, a lot of people who love him, but regardless of that, he's on the carnivore diet. So let me know how you guys feel about that below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, see ya.